So with this video, we're going to be looking at strengthening the back line of your body. Now the back line of your body is on the back of you, and it's from the shoulder blades in towards the lower back and the buttocks. Now this can get very, very weak and very long with prolonged sitting in a slumped position, poor posture where you're slumping into that position, and you can also find that a lot of our everyday activities use the front of our bodies in a shorter, tighter, stronger position, like sitting, and especially sitting with your shoulders forwards, and that can cause a weakness to set in the back of you. So then when you need to do something that involves those back muscles, it can feel very, very difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into a front lying position. So we're going to lie onto our front, and we're going to place our head down onto the mat, and we're just going to line ourselves up with our mat, making sure that we feel nice and straight. And for the first part of this exercise, we're going to bring our hands together underneath our foreheads in a diamond position, and we're going to rest the forehead into the diamond. So that gives our head a little bit of support, but it also means that our forearms and our elbows are resting on the floor in front of us, and that's where you're going to get the power and the pressure to do this exercise. What we want to think about is we want to avoid over hunching through the shoulders. So you don't want a short neck, you don't want to feel like your shoulders are pulling up towards your ears. You want to be pulling those shoulder blades down, tucking them under your bra strap. We're also going to think about our breathing. So remember, it's exhale with effort. So we're going to inhale to prepare, filling out the base of the lungs through the bottom of the rib cage, and then exhaling to draw that belly button away from the floor. So we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, draw the belly button in and away from the floor, and that would be your setting position to make sure that this movement that we're going to do for the diamond press exercise doesn't cause any lower back pain. You shouldn't feel any pinching or pulling in your back. You should just feel that this whole back area is working, but not pinching, not painful. Okay, so let's inhale to prepare, exhale, tighten the core, push through the hands and lift the head. That's great. Now one thing you've got to be careful of is your head position here. So we don't want to overstrain the back of the neck. So you're going to look down at your diamond and you're going to lift through the neck rather than looking up in front of you. And then you'd lower back down. Excellent. So again, we're going to inhale into the base of our rib cage. Exhale, draw the tummy up and lift. Keep the head down. Excellent. And lower. Now we can do a lift and a hold with this diamond press. So as we exhale and lift the head, you're going to hold the head there and keep breathing. Good. So make sure you're in a good position. So shoulder blades are down, tummy muscles are lifted from the floor, and your head is nice in line with your neck. You're going to be pushing through the forearms while you're breathing, possibly into the elbows as well. And with every exhale as you hold it, you're trying to draw your belly away from the floor, using that core muscle while you're using your back muscle. So it's coordinating the front and the back of you. And when you feel like you've held for long enough and it's getting tiring, lower yourself back down. So that would be the diamond press exercise. We can take that up a level. So we can move from the diamond to take our hands either side of us. Good. So you've got your hands now level with your ears and your head resting down onto the mat. That's the ideal position, but you can use a yoga block if necessary to place your forehead onto. However, you've got to be careful that doesn't overstretch your neck. So for this one, we're going to take it out, but if you feel that you need it, that's absolutely fine. So it's going to be exactly the same process, exactly the same movement, but it'll feel a little bit more challenging because instead of the hands being in front of your forehead, the hands are now either side of your head, of your ears. So we're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, draw the ribs in, pull the belly button up, lift up, and you'll come up a little bit higher. And while you're in that position, you're thinking about lengthening the back of the neck, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Good. And when you release, you can release fully. Okay, so when we're ready, we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, draw the tummy away from the floor, lift up, keep that neck in line with the head, and then lower back down. And again with this, you might find that a hold is going to be really useful for you. So you come up into that position, you keep breathing as you're holding, and as you exhale, you're trying to draw your tummy away from the floor, and possibly clenching the buttocks will help to take some of the pressure off the back. And then lowering back down. Okay, and then we're going to make things a little bit more challenging and come up into a Cobra type position. So we're now going to bring the hands back to their level with our shoulders and our chest. And from that position there, we're going to inhale into our rib cage, exhale, draw the tummy in, clench the buttocks and push through our hands, coming up as high as we feel able to, and then lowering back down. So you can see how we're using these muscles. You might find your hands slightly further forwards, a little bit more comfortable on the shoulders. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling, draw that core in, clench the buttocks, push. Don't worry if the arms are shaking a little bit here. You shouldn't feel any sharpness in your back, no pain, no discomfort. Just a work through the arms and into the back. Good, and we can hold that there. You probably wouldn't hold this one for as long, but as you're holding, you want to be keeping the core tightened and the buttocks clenched to support that back. So again, exhaling to lift, holding, and lowering. Excellent. And then when you finish that, you can bring your hands back to either side of your ears, relaxing those shoulders off, making sure that you're not holding any tension into those shoulders, and just taking some nice deep breaths in that position down into the base of your rib cage, and just feeling that as you breathe in, you're getting a lengthening of your spine, and as you breathe out, you're getting a shortening of your spine, just to give you that awareness and that relaxation after quite a challenging exercise. Try that out at home, see how you get on. If you struggle, start with diamond press. If you find that easier, progress on to the next exercise with your hands level with your ears, and then if you find that less challenging, you can come into that Cobra type position and see how you get on.